My name is Vivek, and I'm thrilled to be your co-host for the day. All right, I'll be joined by an inspiring group of individuals that we have with us, whose work truly reflects the energy and the efforts of Goa's classrooms. This panel embodies the dedication, creativity, impact that make our education community so special. And of course, we can learn everything from all of them. To start off, I would like to introduce all our panelists over here. It's my pleasure to welcome our guest of honor, GSCRT Director Meghna Sheidgawker, Mrs. Meghna Sheidgawker. Her continued support and vision have played a key role in shaping foundational learning initiatives across the entire state, and we're honored to have us here today. Also, on our discussion panelists, we are joined today by two passionate educators whose work speaks for themselves. We have Miss Maria Miranda and Mrs. Julie Pereira as well with us. Mrs. Maria Miranda, as you all know, is the headmistress of GHS Morpilla, and we have Julie Pereira, who is the headmistress of Namoshigiri. So, also with us today is Mr. Saieesh Gandhi, who is the VSK Nodal Officer at Vidya Samiksha Kendra Goa, who has been instrumental in enabling data learning or data-driven governance throughout the state, and also increased teacher engagement on platforms such as Parakh, Smart Attendance, etc. Also, alongside Saieesh Gandhi sir, we have Ananya Sharma as well, who's joining us from the Swift Chat team and who will be our host for today. Over to you, Saieesh sir.
Uh, Good evening, an amazing panel. It's a first attempt by VSK and Convenience to bring forth the stories that are hidden in the state of Goa for doing some wonderful work. So VSK has been pushing a lot of data-based decision making as per the mandate of Government of India. And as part of that, we have this chatbot called as Parakh, in which the students are able to self-practice the content of their particular grades as per their grades, and the questions are released on weekly basis. And this is running smoothly for the past couple of years. And we thought, why not showcase few teachers who have been doing amazing work in this field, and none other than the best teachers, Maria teachers. These teachers are award-winning teachers, and they are also doing an amazing work with Parakh as well. So good evening to all of you, and of course, our director madam was leading the whole change at HTRT and directing Goa towards becoming one of the best in the country, because we are already leading country in implementation of anything. So welcome to all of you, the panelists. So the idea was that to bring and shine a light on these real champions of Goa, that is teachers, and maybe in the future we'll have some more students as well who are trying to use this tool as to serve themselves to make their learning better. So the weekly tech quiz has grown not just as an assessment tool, but also something which students can practice and build some good habit about regular practice, reinforce classroom learning, and also promote student confidence, because the moment they start answering questions, they gain further confidence about knowledge of their particular domain or subject. So this podcast will bring forth such stories and what is making them such a successful in their particular school. So it will also, so we intend to make this as a monthly thing. Let's see if we can do it as frequently as possible, so that we can meet educators, students, and see how they're leading by example. Now, further saying, this is not about just the data part, wherein we say so many students and so many teachers are doing. It is also about the voices that the teachers have, how they're able to create this impact in their own school, so that the other schools which have not been able to create so much impact, or which are facing challenges, the challenges could be multifold. They could learn from these teachers who are leaders in their particular domain, how they could take the best practices from there and implement it in their school. It's also about celebrating and sharing, right? What other than listening to our own teachers talking about their own stories, and also giving glimpses about how their school has become one of the best schools in Goa in such a short time, and also about a collective effort wherein the parents also, teachers also, and students also try to make this a successful thing wherein they can improve their learning. So this is the effort behind this podcast, and we hope that this first in the series can start a trail which can further enhance the process. Yeah, over to you, Vivek.
Thank you so much, Sai sir, for those kind words. And now we'll have Mrs. Meghna Sheidgawker addressing all of you. Ananya, over to you, and over to you as well, madam.
Sure. Thank you, Vivek. Ma'am, first of all, I would like to start with congratulating, Goa to emerge as one of the top 10 performing states in the Parakh Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024. Ma'am, it's especially the performance of Goa, in grades 6 and 9 has been really good. So, ma'am, what do you think was the vision, that led to such results that are now, reflecting what were the efforts that it took to get Goa today in the top 10?
Absolutely. Thank you, Ananya. We are very happy to see that Goa is figuring in top 10. And actually, this is collaborative efforts of everyone, I should say, right from student, teachers, their heads, then the assessment cell, VSK, all put together, entire GSCRT and the education department itself. So I like to congratulate all of them. And I think Parakh Chatbot and Parakh has also contributed through VSK to a extent that maybe for last 3 years we are putting so energy in improving the learning outcomes of the student. And we have seen the NAS result of 2021. We were actually nowhere, and from there we have achieved this place of top 10, which is actually remarkable. And the entire contribution of all these people have shown this result. Now, coming to these efforts that were specially put for this, there were practice questions given to schools, to students regularly via VSK chatbot, and again some in physical mode. Again, then we try to encourage our teachers to give them regular practice questions based on the similar pattern that NAS follows, and we achieved this result in the Parakh Rashtriya Sarvekshan. Now, at some places we have seen that we have performed better than the national score also, and as well as the NES 2021. So it is a remarkable achievement for state of Goa. And as I have said, it's a result of the collaborative effort. But to make a mention about the digital initiative of VSK through Parakh Chatbot, it has helped in having the continuous kind of teaching learning happening for the students regularly without intervention of teacher, which has played a major role, I believe, in this entire process.
Ma'am, so what would, this incredible energy that we see across Goa, and what would be your words for those teachers who have worked with the students when, when it comes to implementing the Parakh weekly practice chatbot on ground?
See, teachers, as we all know, plays a very crucial role in the life of student. Whenever even a technology, if a student is using some technology, teacher has to take the technology to the doorstep kind of the student. So we have seen some teachers who have used it by themselves first to understand how it will benefit students, and then they have taken it to the students. They have realized that, see, Parakh Chatbot is a total package, we can call. It starts from some practice questions, then instant feedback, then some assessment and learning videos also. So you have the complete package in terms of Parakh Chatbot, and teachers have realized that. And I would like to congratulate those teachers who have put their efforts in taking this to the student. We have many such teachers who are panelists for today, and I would request other teachers also to join this group, and we should see this number increasing. And I think teachers have by themselves realized that how helpful this Parakh Chatbot and weekly practice questions are. More particularly, they are aligned to their academic calendar. The questions which are set weekly are aligned to the academic calendar, which otherwise also school follows in the classroom. The teachers follows in the classroom. So it is becoming an additional tool for teachers and for students as well to get aligned with their academic calendar, day-to-day practices of the teaching learning that is happening in the school.
Parakh Chatbot, when it comes to it, is a digital solution, and especially in today's when we are talking about tech, how do you see it playing a role as an equitable and as an equitable solution for everybody, especially students who are in the remotest corner of Goa itself? So where do you see that Parakh fits into role over there?
See, we are trying to reach out to each and every student, right? And in terms of accessibility and inclusiveness and equitability, Parak is playing a very crucial role. Why? Because it is providing a personalized solution for each student. They know where they stand, where they are able to whether they are able to answer those things, where they need some intervention, where they need a supportive hand, helping hand, and then a personalized solution for that. So this itself becomes an personalized kind of solution for each student, and as per their skill, definitely. And then it helps teachers also to understand where the school or where the class is standing. So in terms of inclusiveness and accessibility and equitability, it has gone wherever the schools, teachers and students have used it, they will definitely vouch for it. It has taken a big leap, I can say, in terms of equitability. Everyone is getting benefited by it, and those who have used it will speak by themselves.
Yeah, I think perfectly spoken, ma'am. The fact that it's just simply accessible on a mobile phone. Something, the SR report also mentions that, the accessibility to mobile phones has really increased. So I think that really solves for it. Ma'am, what would be your tips for the teachers or your words, motivational words for teachers who will be adopting? As we know, Parak, the new practice goes live tomorrow. What would be the few words that you would want to share with teachers who will be adopting it from this year?
First thing, talk to teachers who have already adopted it. They will speak for Parakh Chatbot and VSK. Again, I feel that we are now at a stage where we need to inculcate this practice as a habit amongst the student, and nothing better than a weekly practice pattern which can be given to students and they can make good use of it. So I would promote and encourage and request all the teachers all over to first understand what it is, first understand by yourself what it is, how it works, and whether it is really helpful for your student. Understand that first, and in case you feel that yes, it is helpful, and it is definitely is, you can encourage your students to use it, build up that habit. And that there is a fear when it is a question which is coming to students, and that fear should go, it should become a habit, and nothing better than VSK's Parakh Chatbot can help to build up this practice and habit amongst the students. So yes, teachers, please come forward and join this team of Parakh Chatbot users, so that we are able to reach out to each and every student of Goa, and everyone gets benefited by it and no one is left behind.
So moving forward, I think we'll move to our panelists now, Jessie ma'am and Maria ma'am.
You can hear me now, no? Yeah.
Perfect,
Good evening,
perfect,
Anya
yeah.
madam, Meghna madam, and VSK team. First time when Parakh was out, the first time my students used Parakh chatbot, they were full of curiosity and excitement. They were eager to explore something new. My school is situated in the most remote village where internet is a problem, where some children don't have mobiles because of this. But we support them by giving them our laptop or our computers. Our computer lab is always kept open. They can come and use it anytime. They were very eager to explore something new and interesting, while a few students were initially confused about how to interact with it, means how to use it. They quickly adapted and started using it confidently and enjoyed it. And the other students started helping each other. And my teachers constantly kept a track to see that we always scored 100%, that all my students answered Parakh exams and all, tests and all.
What was that one thing or many things, that the students or teachers shared with you that they found useful or exciting on the Parakh chatbot?
The most enjoyable part of Parakh was how it made learning more interactive and easier to understand. It helps students to understand difficult concepts in a simple way, kept them engaged in class, and encouraged them to ask more questions and take part in the learning process. I am really happy with Parakh.
That's amazing, ma'am. Were there any, new strategies, or any plans that the teachers did? For example, getting a student leader or anything that we did, so that we could bring all the students together on the Parakh, or you as a leader did, so that more students could adopt Parakh
Yeah,
chatbot?
most of my teachers did this job. I give credit to all my teachers, class teachers who did this job, and they saw that all of them, because some of them don't have mobile, so the laptop they use, the computers they use, and they all, every free period is used for Parakh. If there is a free period, it is used for Parakh, or if there is a break where they are waiting for robotics, it is used for Parakh. Okay, so children are enjoying.
Amazing, ma'am. I can see Saieesh sir's hand raised. Please, sir.
So I have a question to Maria ma'am. Maria ma'am, you are amazing, right? You the school also is in the remotest part of Goa. Just to reach the school itself is a challenge. Yet in such a remote area, you run the school, you win the national award, you get an award from PM Modi. You have so many accolades to your own kitty. Yet you are motivated every day to do something new in your school. Does this awards, decrease your enthusiasm or increase your enthusiasm?
Award is in one place. First is I'm a teacher. So every day I get motivated to do something for these tribal children. My school is fully tribal children. The award, I tell my children, I won it for you because I wanted to take the name of Morpilla, a tribal school, to national level. And I succeeded in that. But I never get tired. And my teachers, as a team, we are very positive. There is nothing like we are tired. Each day is a challenge, no doubt. We also face a lot of challenges. Now I have taken another internet just to make it very convenient. Internet connection I have taken because G-Wave, to make it very convenient for the children. If one is net is down, the other net is available because school is the only place where the children are exposed to technology. At home, they don't get anything. So I feel it is my duty as a teacher, as a head of the institute, to give my children the best. And even though we are in the most remote village, my children are very much interested to take part, not only at Goa State, they take part at national level also.
So do you find that the Parakh questions that are coming are aligned to what is happening in the class? Do you find how do you find it beneficial for the students and the teachers? Because is it syncing with the way they teach or the way the questions are structured?
No, it is very nice. First of all, because they are MCQ, the children have many options. So they read and they say, oh, I know this question. I know even if they make mistake, I tell them, even if your score is less, no problem. But you see where you stand. That is very important. And now, even though my children come from Marathi medium, they answer the English test and they find it very easy in English medium. And they are understanding it and they are enjoying it. Okay, learning is to be enjoyed. It is not like, we are not forcing it, putting it on it. Parakh is there. They sometimes remind us if we are little busy, free period, madam, Parakh. And then I have to tell them, okay, go now to computer lab. Or if you have brought mobile, do it on your mobile. It should be like that. It should come from the student side.
I absolutely agree on that. That when students use the Parakh chatbot, there's so many features in it. So you have the questions, you also have the answer key and the remedial videos coming in that. Are there a few features or something in specific, that the students want to talk about or they love the most, in that? I would, Jessie Ma'am, would you want to add on to that?
Children like the quiz, then funny learning games, then videos explaining the concept in a simple and friendly way. Okay, this clarifies their doubts and there is a scope to improve.
Absolutely. Agreed, ma'am. And I also believe, ma'am, the fact that they get remedial videos also sorts of, paves the way for them. Is there any particular instance or a story, that it's a question to both Maria ma'am and Jessie ma'am right now, because I'm sure you're surrounded with so many students. Each has a story of its own. So any particular instance or an experience that you would share about a student or multiple of them about how, sort of Parakh positively impacted their studies and their learning?
Yes, ma'am. I was teaching mathematics for standard 6th and the topic was fraction and comparison of fraction. That time one of my students, his name is Atharva Gupta, okay, he answered the Parakh question and he came with so many doubts. And next day, he was explaining and sharing his experience with his fellow mates. So this helped everybody, okay, all the students to know more about Parakh. So I cleared his doubt and he was very happy and he was very much excited. So every now and then, when he used to answer the maths Parakh assessment test, he used to come to me to clear his doubt.
That's amazing, ma'am. I'm sure there are so many other students like Athar right now being able to struggle in a topic, go back home, practice, and then come back like a boss. Ke. Now I know what what the topic is about. Maria, ma'am, would you like to share a story on this? Yes, please.
Yeah, yeah. I had some students like they just don't like maths. I don't know that fear. They come in the fifth standard with that fear of maths. But later on, as they were using chatbot, Parakh later on, they found that regularly they were using, but Parakh is regularly followed in our school. The student began to understand the subject better, maths, gain more confidence, okay, and became more interested in learning. Actually, I felt it was a wonderful improvement in some children because they should love maths. Maths is not something that they should come to our school with a with a negative math. They should come where they should love maths. They should love all the subjects. And NEP is in fact like that. They should enjoy all the subjects.
When such digital solutions are introduced on the ground, they sort of become a mentor or a friend to the teacher, an ally to the teacher. So did this also bring some behavior change in teachers? Did it make it more confident now that they had Parakh chatbot with them? We can start with anybody. Yeah, please.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I would like to share my own experience. Okay, I did
Sure,
my
ma'am.
lesson. I did my lesson planning as per the learning outcome. Okay, and it saved my time. I could rely on Parakh, and I could change my teaching as per the pattern given in the Parakh chatbot. I got
That's
support.
wonderful.
Yeah, throughout the chatbot, as it cleared all my doubts. It boosts my confidence and effectiveness, reduce my stress. I could focus on meaningful interaction with the students. I felt I am thorough with the contents and the tools. My weekly partner, and I can rely on it fully.
Using Parakh has helped my teachers to be more confident because it supports their teaching in many ways. Okay, it helps them to prepare lessons better, handle classrooms challenges smoothly, and stay updated. That's very important with the relevant educational content. Makes them feel more capable and assured in their teaching. And also, all over Goa, we are in one level. We may be in the remote area, but all along in Goa, we are in one level.
I totally agree
I
with
think that's
that,
a very
ma'am.
important point, right? What Maria ma'am is saying, that it provides a level playing field for the entire schools of Goa. It's no more that some school is doing better and some remote school is not having that kind of access. What a very important point, Maria ma'am, you are saying, because you come from such a remote area and the school comes.
The
So for
most
you, it's a
remote
very
area.
big concern. For you, it's a concern that my school should not lag behind the best school in Goa. And your students and the best students should be at the same level. It's a very important point that you mentioned.
I totally agree, sir, because I think students can no longer be restricted by the distance, they can no longer be restricted by the physical boundaries. I think that is what the digital solution, something like Parakh has brought to the children, that they don't have to go to the learning, learning will come right to their homes. It'll be we with them. So I think that is what Parakh has done. So ma'am, as you mentioned that, it has sort of helped teachers also to gain their confidence. And I'm sure that they would have also come up to you talking about, what they found helpful. Was it anything in particular that they mentioned, this is a feature that I think is really helpful for the students. This I find, for example, getting to practice on what is being taught at school. Something you just get at home and you practice at your own pace. So how was that feature, sort of really helping the teacher? We can start with anybody. Jessie Ma'am, would you want to add on that?
Teacher can plan their lesson plan as per the learning outcomes.
Okay.
They can base on their regular teaching on the basis of learning outcome. Most of the videos help them to clear concept and difficult part. This is for teachers. Students, they enjoy learning. They play the videos and learning to play. They the stress was reduced, clarified all the doubts, and there was a scope to improve. The student could judge themselves whether they can do this thing or not.
So typically we have these exams that the schools conduct, right? And then we have the exams conducted by something like NAS. So we have seen both the question papers, Teacher Maria and Teacher Jessie. So do you think the questions that are appearing in a NAS kind of an exam and the questions that typically the teachers do for the students in their own schools, are they different or are they similar?
Before the teachers evaluating the student was not as per the NAS exam, but in Parakh there is a similarity. The question type, the way of the question asking is different. It increases the thinking ability of the students. Students can think and write the answer.
So can we confidently say that the questions that are appearing in NAS or say Parakh are something of the higher order of Bloom's, something like creative questions which are trying to attract prod the students on not just recall or memory based, but creative questions, right? So they are triggering the students to think a little more before answering.
Yes,
do you agree
sir.
to this?
Yes, I agree, because I have seen the NAS papers in all the competitive exam paper, even the Pragnashod paper I have gone through. It is so compared to that Parakh question, which are MCQ questions are very much different. It is a basic, the basic of the competency. So it will lead to it will lead to increase the level of the student. Thinking level will increase.
Okay. Thank you.
Certainly, it will help to answer all the competitive exams, and all the school must do that. Okay, all the students should practice Parakh regularly.
Thank you so much for adding to that, Jessie Ma'am. Thank you, Saieesh, for asking the question. Maria Ma'am, please, would you want to add on to that? Yes.
Yes. I would like to share what my teachers had to say. Okay, my teacher said that Parakh was very useful experience, especially for their students. The regular topic-wise question sets help them revise each lesson and stay connected with what was taught in class. It encouraged them to think and write independently and improve their understanding of concepts over time. Students became more regular in their studies, and one teacher said, I could clearly see improvement in their performance and interest in the subject. As the teacher, it also helped her identify their learning needs and guide them better. Overall, Parakh made learning more active, meaningful, and consistent. I will share another teachers if there is time.
Sure, please, ma'am.
Yeah. The other teacher says, Parakh shifts the focus from memorization to meaningful understanding, helping students build strong foundational knowledge and real comprehension, encouraging creative learning. It empowers teachers not just as evaluators, but as scholars of assessment, equipping them with tools, training, and data to raise educational standard across Goa. This leads to efficient workflow, rich insight, and professional leadership. And coming to sirs, I must say the next question and our Parakh questions are very much preparing the students for all competitive exams.
My time, I would have been so lucky to just open my phone, have just the exact topics to practice on in the question format of what was being taught in my class. Would have definitely, ma'am, removed my fear of maths for sure if I would have got that. So as we move towards the end of the session, ma'am, you have been end on end the champions for Parakh, for all our students on ground, and we can definitely see the results. As the Parakh practice for this academic session goes live tomorrow, then the Saturday. Now, what would be a few tips you would want to share with those teachers now that they are also going to adopt Parakh based on your experience? I think we can start with Jessie Ma'am.
First of all, I will speak with my teachers. I'll make again the survey of the students having the mobile. And this time we have PM3 schools, so we have all the laptops and computers, we have internet facilities, everything is available. So I'll make use of all this, and I will tell the teachers to maintain a register. So for weekly register to note down how many students have done the assessment tests and what score they got first time. Okay, that noting I will tell them to keep. If possible, I'll keep one day for zero period for the assessment. Okay, and to practice the test. And I will also tell the teachers to share their view and the difficulties during the monthly meeting, and then it will be discussed in the meeting, and accordingly solution we will find out.
Yes, in my school there's no problem, but I feel all schools must follow this Parakh to 100%. That cannot be a excuse, because if I, in the most remote village, encourage these children, all must get 100% attendance on Parakh, because Parakh is something that we should motivate ourselves to motivate the students, because students need motivation nowadays. So we must encourage all our students and teachers to answer daily, weekly Parakh, observe those videos. They are so interesting. It is very interesting for the future of the student. We are here to make the future of the students. We cannot say, oh, we have to do Parakh. No excuses. We should all be mentally prepared. If a village school can do so well in Parakh, all the city schools, all the schools over Goa must take the initiative that we are here for the students, and we should train them in Parak weekly practice or the videos, because we are preparing students for 21st century and we have to prepare them for all common entrance exams.
That's wonderful, ma'am. I think very aptly put that it's not just about preparing them for the present, but also the future. So very nicely put. I would actually also want to hear Saieesh sir. Okay, Saieesh sir, Parak goes live tomorrow. What would be your, what words would you want to share with the teachers, who will also start adopting it? Yeah.
Yeah, see, as part of NEP implementation, the state is implementing NEP in phases. Especially currently, the grade 6 training program is going on, and grade 3, grade 6, and grade 9 NEP has been already implemented, but the entire focus and the assessment has shifted to competency-based assessment. So in this new era of NEP implementation, it's mandatory that the students and the teachers follow competency-based rubrics and competency-based assessment. So now it becomes more and more imperative that the schools and the teachers start using Parakh in as much as possible way, so that the question papers, which will be coming shortly in the month of September, should be centrally coming from SCERT, right? Now the question papers will not be set by the schools, but will be set by the SCERT. So considering the fact that the question papers will be set by SCERT and they will be competency based, it should not so happen that the students face a sudden shock when the question papers come to saying, oh, we do not know that questions are going to come in this way. Oh, sir, teacher, they were so difficult, or these questions are out of syllabus. So before we get these kind of responses from the students, it is very much essential that teachers and schools, ask their students in the schools to start using Parakh as much as possible, because the questions on Parakhs are aligned towards what will be eventually coming in the semester end exams, question papers floated by SCERT. This is the best way to prepare for that question paper, which is going to come in September. So there can't be any better way than Parakh, which is, every week they can now practice these questions on their own devices, if they have a device at home. So a request to, most importantly, the parents, because typically Parakh has been positioned as something that is do at home. In case the parent is unable to provide a device to the child at home, we of course have schools which have computer labs, and the computer lab teachers, computer labs, as Maria Ma'am has said, are always open to the students. students can simply go to the lab and practice. So this is the only way, or this is the best way to prepare the students for the forthcoming NEP-based question papers.
I think very aptly put, sir. And also the fact that they also get to practice at school. And
I think so. We have lost Ananya, maybe due to a network connection. This is one con we can say of online sessions, right? This is something we have to adapt to. But I think so. Hi, Ananya. So, Ananya, are you back? Yeah, we lost
Yes,
you there
I'm
for a
back.
minute.
Yeah. Perks of working on the internet.
Yes, I was just explaining that. Anyways, I would like to thank everyone here today. A special thank you to our guest of honor, SGSCRT Director, Mrs. Meghna Sheidgawker, and our group of panelists, Ms. Maria, Mrs. Jessie as well, our VSK Nodal Officer, Saieesh Gandhi, his team in the background as well, comprising of Amit, C4, Pratik, who are doing a lot of hard work as well behind. And of course, Ananya, you and your team as well in the background who have made this session happen today. Thank you so much, and thank you to all our viewers for attending today's session. We'll join you on the next episode, maybe a month's time down the line, and we'll post the link in the chat as well. Thank you so
Yes,
much, everyone.
and
Have a nice
everyone.
weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you so much,
Yeah, thank
ma'am,
you.
for joining. Thank you so much, Jessie ma'am, Maria ma'am, for joining. Thank you so much, Saieesh sir, for adding so much value with your questions. I think that
Thanks
also
to all the
really brought
viewers
out
as well.
the Yes. So for our viewers specifically, we have shared the link to our VSK WhatsApp channels and our YouTube channel so that they never miss out an update. So please go there and subscribe. And we will also be sharing a feedback form for everybody so that we can see how are they rating the session and what do they want in the next session to be. So you can just go to the YouTube live comment section, check out the channels, please follow the WhatsApp channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel and give us a feedback, because every and each single feedback that you give us in our next episode, we are going to definitely build on that and make it better. So thank you so much everyone for being on this podcast.